What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and to more coverage of WWE 2K20, keeping you up to date on all the latest. And today we got a lot to talk about following the recent reveals, some of the stuff that you guys might have missed, some interesting things to point out, roster reveal possibly coming very soon, the latest on the promotion for the game, and much more. But before we get into it, you guys already know, elbow drop it and hit that notification if you haven't just yet to be fully up to date on all of my coverage for WWE 2K20. Nonetheless, let's get into it, and let's start off with the latest reveal that was the Stone Cold Steve Austin entrance. And at least for this one, when looking at social media, there is more positive to go around, so that is a thumbs up. And there's some things that are not being mentioned enough that I think are very important, so we're gonna go over that. But right off the bat, one thing that I noticed was the fact that, of course, Stone Cold Steve Austin seems to be rocking a younger model of himself, one that represents him more from the Attitude Era, the 2000, the 2001, and 2002 version of himself, instead of the current one where he looks a bit more older. This younger model compared to the one from last year, it's certainly an improvement, and it is more redefined compared to some of the ones that we have seen. And I kind of want to point this out once again because I feel like I keep repeating myself, but it's important because it's relevant. It looks like some of the models are just gonna look absolutely phenomenal this year, while some of the other models are not gonna be looking so good. Some are just gonna be looking like if they are the first time to be scanned, because it looks like that's what WWE Games is trying to do. They're trying to rescan everyone and sort of like start out fresh. So again, some models are gonna be good, like the Stone Cold Steve Austin, and personally the Buddy Murphy model looks absolutely great to me, and Aleister Black, while some of the other models like Becky Lynch or even Charlotte and some of the screenshots that we have seen are not necessarily the best. And maybe as we get closer into the game, those improve, but as of right now, that's my take on it. Sticking with the Stone Cold Steve Austin entrance, it's clear that he got a brand new motion capture. There's a lot of new motions that we get to see as he is making his way into the ring, and he is hell raising. He is walking in there with more desire, a bigger purpose than what he did in previous entrances for previous installments of the game. They also added some amazing camera angles, like a shot from all the way above, which is so unique and I love it. And sticking with this above camera angle, something that I want to point out is that it looks like they're already running a newer version of the game than what we have seen on previous entrances. Unlike previously, this arena already has the sponsor update with Snickers all over the place. And to add to all of this, we get to see that the crowd fighting area have gotten some update from the previous entrance. Now we get to see the garbage can, the trash, the bins, the table. So it's a bit more full, a bit more complete than what it was before. Again, this tells me that they already showing off more of exactly what we're gonna get when the game comes out, the more updated version of the game. We also finally got to see Greg Hamilton and some of the other stuff that you guys might have missed. It's some of the roster confirmation coming from the crowd, as we got to see some new t-shirts, such as for Drew McIntyre, What Lies Within, even Hot Rod Roddy Piper, Sami Zayn, Baron Corbin, and even a sign indicating You're So Money, probably for Shane McMahon or even Ted DiBiase, who did have a shirt that indicated I'm so money. So within that entrance, there was a couple of things that I feel like it was worth discussing, and most of it a thumbs up. One thing that got me a little bit worried though was the fact that when we look at the entrance, there are some stutters with the game, some of the frame drops causing the entrance itself to skip. I don't know if that is the game itself, the way that it was recorded, or maybe YouTube, because YouTube tend to do that a lot. So that was my bit of concern that I have with this entrance. Onto some other news, and talking about the roster, of course everybody's asking when are we gonna get the actual roster reveal, because it is something that they do every single year. They hype it up and it actually gives us something to look forward to. This year we haven't heard anything about it, but it could be happening very soon, possibly next week. The reason for that is because the WWE 2K19 roster reveal was on August 30, and that was 35 to 40 days days before the release of the game, which was on October 9. When you look at this game, it's gonna be coming out on October 22nd. We are literally at that same 35 to 40 days away from the release of the game, and if they're gonna do it like last year, then technically that roster review should be starting within this or next week. And the crazy thing is, when looking at other superstars that have already been confirmed in some type of way, whether it is to trailer, promotion, advertisement, teasers, and so on, we already got 80 of them. So there have been a lot of confirmations. We just need them to get it going and give us the rest. And the last small piece of news that I got for you guys that give us hope that more reviews are coming is the fact that as of this week, GameStop and other retailers are putting out posters for the game featuring Hulk Hogan in China, heavily promoting the deluxe edition. Anyways guys, that is what I got for you in this video. If you enjoy or found this informative, make sure to elbow drop it. Let's hit that 619 plus likes, and make sure to have those notifications on to not miss any of my uploads. We're on the road to 200,000 subscribers. Macho T out, dig it!